to another day, and oh, there it goes, another day in the Milky Way. And it says you're live, and we are live, and welcome to another day in the Milky Way, everyone. And tonight we have Sarah Horton, David Castle, and in the truck driving down the road is Big Al. And
actually David's driving.
I
don't know if you can see him.
That's right.
Yeah, actually, there he is. Perry's driving. Yeah.
Perry, hey Perry! Say hi to Perry, everybody.
Hey Perry.
Good.
All right.
So as everybody's boiling and pouring into the house, they're coming in slowly. We got people. We got Steve from Slightly Slanted Sleuth and Lucky Stone, and we got Teresa D'Anton is in the house. And let's see, we got Delaney Pearl Jones. Hey there. Now I got to get you on, Delaney, because I want to know what is in your basement and not the contents in physical form. I'm serious. So anyway, there we go. There we go. It's going to be a good night. Sarah, how you doing?
Doing great, Robert. Thank you. How about you?
Oh, I am doing really good. I am so happy to have you on tonight because we have a slug of questions for you. At least I do. I have been thinking about stuff all day in the back of my head. I got it all up here because I didn't have time to write it down because I was out riding a horse today, and I'm going to have a whole adventure of it. I will post up later sometime, but you people out there, you just be ready and willing and watch it. And it'll be on the Robert V channel. So go subscribe to my other channel so you can watch that stuff. And if you don't, well, I really don't care. and David, how are you tonight? Thank you for coming.
Hey, no problem. I take advantage. Anytime somebody asks me to do the show and Sarah Horton's on it, it's going to be a great energy show. Absolutely. Yes.
And I want you to show everybody your shirt. Here, I'm going to give you say a few words. So I wait a minute. I got to get the thing and speaker view. There you go.
I got a nice shirt too.
Yes. It's so above and so below, isn't it?
Yeah. Yes, as above, so below. It's kind of half black, half white shirt.
It's just pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Al, I think you got a Milky Way shirt on, don't you? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Is that the new one?
That was one of the ones a while back. Yeah, I got all of them.
Oh, you got all of them. Yeah, I got this
oh,
one.
That's awesome.
Yes. Oh, we got people pouring in now, so it's all good.
Yeah, I wear them all week. I wear all the shirts all week long during our 6,000-mile journey.
Wow. You are a dedicated Milky Way.
I am now.
Absolutely. And we got we got all kinds of people pouring in here now. We got Mary Wins in the house. Love you, Mary Wins. Thank you for coming. We got Lori from Pure Love Ascension. Thank you, Lori, for showing up. It's great. I'm going to have you on the show one of these days too. I know we talked about it, but I think there's a show of brewing.
Anyway. Hope your mom's doing good, Lori.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
Yeah. She just had a little procedure done, so we were given energy. Yeah.
Well, everybody send her some energy, and goodwill, and hopefully she gets better. And that's great. We got Jill Jarrett in the house, and she says, "Happy Easter, little chicklets and peeps." Yes, I was gonna try to do a show more about Easter stuff, but I didn't really want to I didn't have time to do all the research. I'm sorry. That's my bad. But we will do it again. And Easter is a beginning of spring. It's also all the wrong names. There's an Easter god and all this other stuff. So, hey.
Easter.
Just Easter. Yeah. So go out and do your own research. I'll tell you that. Yeah. Besides that, I got a new
That's where the bunnies and the eggs came from.
Yeah. That Easter one. Yeah. Posy's in the house. Hey, Posy.
Hi, Posy.
Oh, Delaney says she's preparing for a live on Facebook, April 11th. It's Anton LaVey's birthday. Nice. Okay. Well, Now you just go over to Facebook, check her out, and watch that live stream on April 11th. Sorry, misspoke there. April 11th. So anyway, it's all good. We're doing good. We got people in the house. It's good. So Al, before we lose you, why don't you tell us a little bit about the cards and how it's going?
It's going pretty good. We're about a third of the way there for a 100 deck order. So
100 deck order. Yeah, because a lot of people have asked me about how many decks you got to order. And I thought it was like, 900 or something crazy like, but it was, the order's 900, but it's 100 decks you got to get. Correct?
Yeah. Most manufacturers aren't going to just throw in a few. I mean, you can get them. I think you can buy 5 decks minimum, but it's a high price.
Yeah.
But I was thinking about purchasing 5 decks and then sending you a deck, and then maybe send Wayne a deck and a few others, and then we can go live and show them off.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That sounds real cool.
That's about a $200 order to get those 5. You know what I mean?
Yeah. 5
plus,
decks for 2. Yeah. Crazy.
Well, I'd rather do that, and because if we get the decks in and there's something wrong with them,
Okay.
I don't want to have errors with 100 decks.
Yeah, no doubt.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I was trying to get them to send me 1 deck just to proof it, but they won't. It's going to be 5 minimum.
5 minimum. Okay.
And I've checked around in other places too. They're all about the same. So
Okay. Yeah. Teresa
plus,
just posted in there where to order the decks. So in the chat. Plus, I put it under the description. You can find it out right below us here in the description about where to order decks on the Crystal network. So go there, check it out. It's really interesting. They've really updated the Crystal network. I mean, I spent half hour on there and I didn't see all of it. So
yeah, well, I've got a second deck I'm working on that I can go back to again. So, and we can swap out cards for those who want their particular suit. Okay.
absolutely.
So, but I mean, I got tied up with A7 months, so that's why I stopped working on the second deck. So now that A7 has been successful and it's taken off, then I can go ahead and go back to the second deck again.
Good deal. Back on track where you should be, right?
Yeah, at 72 miles an hour. Yeah.
That's right. That's right. Hey, we all got to do our part,
Yeah.
And so, oh crap, that's what I was going to remember doing. Sorry about that. I am way behind on stuff. So, Sarah, tonight is your night to shine. Me and David probably got 1,000 questions for you. Maybe Al's got a question or two too. And I'm gonna watch the chat here because I'm driving the bus, and I see a lot of people. Posey's in the house. We got Milky's mom's in the house. Hey Brenda, how you doing? Thanks for coming. We really appreciate. Truth Seekers in the house. Hey, says everyone.
All right.
Oh. Slightly sad, or Steve says, hey, Al, how do I order those 5 decks or make the payment to get them? I'll do it.
I believe, because I checked that today earlier on another chat platform. And that was Melissa, I believe, right? That placed that order, Steve? Yeah.
Okay. Well, and Marsha Price just showed up. Hey, Marsha, how you doing? I'm glad that she showed up. She is just awesome. She's been on Wayne's and my show. She's been just like trucking down the road with the show. She was on Wayne's other show too. Oh my goodness. Marsha. Yes, absolutely. Al, I got an idea. Maybe with Steve, who knows? We got a few things going on. I am going to get with you and we'll talk about the cards. I got an idea. What do you think?
Yeah, what I was thinking was we get 4 or 5, live.
Yeah.
Each one can have a suit. You know what I mean? And like you go, you do your spades, and I can do the hearts. Someone does the diamonds and clubs, just keep flipping the cards. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, I don't know. Mary Wins, what is going on in the chat room? Holy cow, something is going on. Is your phone in your pocket or did you hit a wrong button? Oh my. We got walking water in the house. Anyway, we're having a ghost problem in YouTube. Mary Wins, oh yeah, with the Teresa says they're having a ghost problem on YouTube. So just sorry. I'm sure we'll work it out. Mary will make it right with you. Don't worry. We know you're here and we love you very much. Thank you for coming and all of that. So, Sarah, let's get down to brass tacks here. You had a long history of all these things. Tell us about this stuff. You told me a bunch of things like you have martial arts, you were in competition, you did breath work, you did all these teachings. But tonight, I want to find out a little bit more about the martial arts stuff, and then we'll dig into this breath work stuff. So first off, martial arts, what's it all about? Where did it develop? Do you have any history of it? I kind of know a little bit, but maybe you can fill me in on some stuff there.
Well, I'm in Chinese martial arts. That's the only martial arts I do. So yeah. And they base martial arts. Tai Chi is a martial art set up for a self-defense system.
Yeah.
And we use the chi energy. Have you ever watched Bruce Lee or Jet Li movies?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So that force they use, the power, that end force is the chi. And your chi is like power. It's like your engine of your body. It's your power source. And it's produced from oxygen and glucose in your body.
Mm-hmm.
So, oxygen is the air and energy is the sugar in your body, and you put that together and it creates a force, the chi force. So yeah. So the whole art chi surrounds everything, all living things, even earth. Mm-hmm. So it protects the body from heat and cold, bacteria and viruses, and it's an energy life force, and it was rooted in Chinese medicine. Mm-hmm. So like the force in Star Wars is energy, and it's got a holding function where it keeps all the organs in place, and it governs the fluids in the body. So to me, to explain chi is almost like a radiator in your car.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like it helps the whole system function. If you're low on chi, you'll get disease, you'll get depression, you'll gain weight. It causes all kinds of health issues if your chi is low. It's like a dead battery. It won't start your engine, will it? So if you're low on chi, you won't have any energy. You'll have your mind will be foggy and dense. So it's really vital. It also has a transformation function. So it's in charge of producing, like it converts food and air into chi and blood. So yeah, it has like a special force in your body. Like I said, it's like the engine. It gets everything fired up and going. And if that engine doesn't have the right fluids, or it's out of energy, it just shuts down. So, and that's with a lot of problems with this COVID and people locked down. They're just sitting around staring at screens, and then their vitality and energy gets low because they're not getting any movement and fresh air. And that's probably they're getting the darn virus too, is just from being stagnant. So if you have good chi, you'll feel energetic, and you'll have good endurance, strong muscles. it's just an overall power source to your body. And so people have low chi in their body, they won't have any energy, they'll be weak, frail. You know, like people that starve themselves, their bodies just look like just skinny and, you know, no life force at all. So, you know, I did a lot of stuff, dancing and yoga, and the Tai Chi and the Qigong is what made me the healthiest, in my opinion. It just, because you're moving your whole body and you're having to use your mind and your body coordinating together, and you're breathing and functioning. So it's like Qi is the key to start the motor and open up the door to your house. And it's like the key function of your whole body system. And if your Qi is good, you'll have a clear mind, you'll sleep well. And if your Qi's low, you can even get allergies, depression, anger, poor digestion and weight gain. And it's just an overall movement of your body that helps everything, you know. It's and so, but if you have too much Qi, you can get migraines, tight muscles, pain, insomnia, because you're too fired up, you know.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I've seen some people both ways, but here's the thing: is if I'm low, we'll just assume I'm low on Qi, right?
Right.
You know, I'm sluggish. Just, you know, things are wrong with me. How do we get? You know, it's like, you know, like you said about the force be with you. How do I get more Qi? Do I just go out and grab it at the grocery store? Is it the food I eat? You know, do I have to meditate? How do I get this? And how do, wait a minute. One last thing. How do I get it? And how do I know that I don't have enough right now?
If it makes you stagnant, if you're low on Qi, it makes you stagnant. All you have to do is, you can just do a simple exercise, raising your arms with an inhale and an exhalation down in front of you. All you have to do is get your lungs open, your breath moving, and your body moving. And if you just do that one move, you'll feel completely different. Low Qi is like a low battery. If your Qi is low, you're not going to operate well. And people that have low Qi, they'll just be just down, you know. It's down. You don't feel good. You're lethargic. Your mind's not sharp. You don't have any energy. It's like having no gas in the car. You know, Qi's your gas, like your gas for your vehicle. It's your internal energy system.
Okay, so I put up on the screen, you with your arms like this. Is that you getting your Qi?
Well, you bring your arms up and then this is the force. The kick in the arms out is that Qi force. And that is what that force is what knocks your enemy out. So breathe it in and you expand it and toss it out. And that's a force. It's that force. So
okay.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, because so we have several of these that you have sent me for demonstration. And here's another one with the, you know, your force. Is this your arms are out, you're ready to, you know. So
that's my weapons. That's my street sword. So that is a pose where you're actually engaging the weapon into your opponent. So that's the last part of the pose is that force, and it's called a pun in Chinese.
Oh, I see. Yeah, you do. You have this big ass sword up here. People, you can't see it. She has this big sword she's holding in her hand. It's like almost as big as you are.
Yeah, it made me really strong handling that sword. I tell you, it tore three tears in my shoulder learning it, but it was all worth it.
Unbelievable. Yeah. Cool. So,
Or
you
that-
know, and then the balance, you know,
Yeah.
I mean, you got good balance. So, I mean, I noticed like these martial arts. So from what I know, now correct me if I'm wrong. What I discovered about martial arts, why were they developed? Why did people go that way? What is going on there? And I was told, from what I researched is that the emperor or whatever, you know, he said, you know, we'll take the weapons away from the people, you know, because he didn't want an uprising from the people. You know, you take the weapons away and they can't fight back, right? So
Right.
thousands of years ago or whenever it was, the people decided that they were the weapon. And, you know, they watched animals and things like that, and they used that chi, and they realized that I'm more powerful than any weapon you could throw at me anyway. So there you go. And they developed these the chi and the fighting skills, and the emperor can't take your body away, so you have them at all times.
Right.
Is that wrong? Am I or
No, you're right. We can pick up chi off of other people, places, and things, and other people, places, and things can lower our chi as well.
Yeah.
So no, you're on the right track. Yep.
Okay, cool. Okay, so David, come with me. Hey, let's do this. Raise our arms like this. We're doing our chi. Let's do the chi. All the way up.
And then right at the last, right here, reach all the way up to the sky and engage your spine and lengthen to where you whole spine lengthening, and then exhale and relax your feet down to earth.
I have a question.
Up.
Okay, Al, what you got?
So on the chi, how do you increase testosterone in males and estrogen in females? How is that chi increasing that type of energy?
Well, your chi protects all your organs and stuff. So if you're mentally, physically, or spiritually low vitality, whether it's created through your thinking, lack of movement, the wrong foods, the wrong thoughts, it'll all affect your organs. Everything affects our body, our mind, and what we eat and our environment affect all of our body.
Okay, so what type of foods do you recommend daily as far as, you know, carbohydrates and all that? I mean, water must play an important role to that.
Carbohydrates aren't the best thing. Starchy vegetables and carbs aren't that great for you. They're in for like minimum in diet, but most your 75% of your food should be protein and vegetables, and the other 25 carbs. So protein builds muscles. Certain carbohydrates, too much of them makes too much sugar, and that'll run your system too much, and then you'll feel depleted. So yeah, because your body produces glucose on its own, and glucose and sugar, which creates energy, and then you get all those extra carbs in there. Rice and pasta aren't that bad, but it's those starchy vegetables and white potatoes and potato chips and white bread, flour, those are the worst.
White bread and flour, yes.
I noticed
agree.
that the colloidal silver and colloidal gold and a little bit of baking soda after meals before we go to bed is definitely better for us. You know,
Baking
the one
soda,
thing, you just don't want to have a big meal and then go to bed because you get all that acid reflux to build up. So I noticed by taking baking soda, a little bit of baking soda, you know, half a teaspoon, keeps that acid down.
Yeah.
Okay?
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Don't be people. Don't be taking a half a teaspoon. That's way too much. Take an eighth of a teaspoon in a bottle of water about this size and take that about 3 times a week or so, and you will feel a big difference.
Yeah, well,
Half a teaspoon will knock you on your butt.
well, I mean, it just depends. Everyone is different, but I mean, I brush my teeth with baking soda. I don't even use I don't use fluoride anymore.
Oh,
Yes. Don't use fluoride. Fluoride's bad.
No.
But Al, yeah, it's like people talk about taking that. I don't know if you ever took hydrogen peroxide.
I haven't done that. I haven't done that yet.
Okay, well, it's the same thing. Don't go out and take a bunch of it at a time. Just start out real. A couple drops will do you.
Yeah.
And the same with the baking soda. It's a neutralizer. It's what you use in pools and things to get your the acidity down, the alkalinity and the acidic stuff.
This right here, colloidal gold.
Yeah.
Okay. And then we have colloidal silver.
Absolutely. Colloidal silver.
Okay.
Yep.
Makes you feel like $1,000,000.
Yes.
Okay.
But at the same time, just remember, people, if you're taking that colloidal silver stuff, take small amounts. You don't need a whole bunch at one time. If you were taking it, it's best to take a little bit in the morning, noon, and night than to take a whole lot and figure you're good for the day. Trust me.
Right.
I've researched it because your body processes it. I got the same thing here. Hang on. Yeah. So I don't mean to promote other people's stuff, but here we go. This is what I got. If you could see, colloidal silver. I get it from it's called Silver Bullet. I get it from InfoWars. It's really good stuff. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, no, it's a small dose. Yeah, it's small dose.
Yes.
Yeah.
Small dose. It's got an eyedropper. You just take one eyedropper that you're good. It's and stuff. You can put it on your skin or a cut and stuff like that too. But Sarah, you are right. Being healthy. What you are is what you eat.
Right.
If you eat the starchy foods, if you eat the breads, you become a bread. Whatever's in that bread, because it's a processed food, who knows what they're putting in it? Okay, unless you make your own.
It says be the frequency you want to be. Well, you can't be a good frequency if you're eating crap all the time. You gotta do stuff and eat stuff that keeps your chi going, so your mind, body, and spirit is healthy. So,
Yes,
Right.
yes, exactly. And what now I want to quote this because I remember this was from Wayne's show, and I don't remember if he had somebody on, and maybe you guys watch it all too, but I remember him saying something about it's the life force of living food that gives you life force. If you eat food that's dead and processed or whatever, it isn't really alive, you're not getting any of that life force to renew your life force. Would that not be the chi, Sarah?
exactly. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's why I don't even microwave. I don't even use the microwave anymore because that kills all the, all the nutrients anyway.
Yeah.
What do you
I use the air fryer. The air fryer is really good.
Yes, absolutely. Oh man, we got a bunch more people poured in. Thanks for coming, everybody. We have a new one. Janessa Franks, and she says, who is the chirping? Okay, just for you, I'm going to tell you who's doing the chirping. And the cord ain't long enough. It's the chicks. That's who's doing the chirping, and they're getting big, everybody. Oh, look how big they're getting. But they're so cool looking. Remember last week they were so small, but now they are getting big, and they're still a little fuzzy. But look at their feathers. They're getting feathers. And in no time, this little chick will be having an egg. Oh, well, maybe in about 6 months. So there you go. There you go. Now you know the chirping. And yeah, we had Brandy Robinson came in. Thank you for coming. Joanne Danson, Gypsy, and Scotty Boys in the house. Thank you. Elderberry's in the house. Oh, and Marsha Price is in the house, and she was saying about to your comment, Al, about making or having colloidal silver. She used to make colloidal silver, and I did buy a colloidal silver maker. You can buy one yourself. They run between $50 and $100, sometimes even cheaper, depending on where you can get it. You can get it off of Amazon or eBay or whatever. I think I got mine off of Amazon. But it's real simple. It's just a little piece of wire that's silver, and it's 2 electrodes that sits in water. And if you knew how to do it, you could probably make one yourself. So go on YouTube, research it, look it up, watch how it's done. It's really simple. Make your own, save a bunch of money. Okay. There's my tip for today. Anyway.
Tip.
Yeah. Chloe's in the house too. Yeah. She loves the chicks. Anyhow. So you are what you eat. You make your own chi. And when you're making that chi, that ties you all, this is what I'm getting from it, ties you all together, right?
Yeah.
And it gives you that energy. But what, now you were saying if you get too much chi, you have headaches and things like that.
You're overworked. You overdo it. When you're stressed, stress is the killer to your body. Stress, any kind of stress, mental stress, physical stress, pain, all that will just lower your chi really, but if you're too charged up, then you'll exhaust yourself. You know what I mean? You got to stay balanced. Stay calm but happy. Stay calm and healthy. Like, it's hard for me to not get too excited, and the Chinese people would always say, Sarah, quiet, just stay calm. And that keeps our energy level neutral. So, but if you breathe with the movement, that totally balances it all out. Like running, people that get up, drink coffee, and run the first thing in the morning after their heart's been in a resting state, that is an example of too much chi, because your caffeine, adrenaline after a sleep state, that's not good. So yeah, but a lot of people are addicted to that adrenaline and that chi, that adrenaline, and they're addicted to it like people that use cocaine or speed. That's an overcharge of chi. So
yeah. Well, I have we got a guy here that's got a lot of chi. David, what you over cheat or you under cheat?
He's just right.
He's just right.
I try to get myself balanced every morning. I've stopped turning on the TV to get to the bad news. Instead, I listen to music now, and I I do drink a cup of coffee, but I get the music going, I dance, I sing, I get my energy going and flowing really, really good. And then I go out and take on the day.
See, that kind of morning, I start my morning with a little exercise too, a little movement, but not extreme running and extreme. Yeah. That's completely different. Yeah. No, you're well balanced, Laura, your chi, you're good. You do a good job taking care of yourself, Dave. So
you got to get yourself going in the morning. You got to do something that you love to do, and that'll automatically make the day a lot easier starting out with.
David, the simplest thing I tell people is remember head, shoulders, knees, and toes.
Yeah.
If you do that,
absolutely. So when I get up in the morning, you can do your chi thing like we just did, and then put on some good music. And
remember Jack LaLanne on TV? He'd do jump. Yeah. He was a great practitioner and example back in those days. Yep, and he lived a long life because he did those exercises.
Yeah,
so,
yeah. Absolutely. I mean, he was like 80 years old. I remember seeing him on what was it, the Today Show, and he was just out swimming across the river or something or whatever, and pulling a tugboat with his teeth or something crazy, you know. And I'm like, wow, if I get to be 80 years old and I can do that, I'm golden. We're good.
Tai
So,
Chi is 89 years old. So,
mhm.
and he still go all the way down to the floor, you know. So yeah, the more you keep your chi fired up and healthy, the longer you'll live. So if you want to live a long life, just keep on staying healthy and stay away from environments that'll break you down too. So environments matter, people, places, and things. Devices, too much devices, and screen time will mess up your chi too, because that's electromagnetic radiation. And we already have that around us anyway. And then you get all that screen time amplifying into you. That's way too much. So, and that's
Mhm.
not healthy.
So
Yeah.
with all of that, you know, what can we do besides, you know, so we're doing this, we're going to eat right. I'm writing this stuff. We're going to eat right. We're going to eat low on carbs to keep our chi up. We're going to listen to some good music like David does. We're going to raise our arms up and get some mild, exercise, not strenuous. Go out and jog the 40 miles. And then what? I mean, what else can you show us or tell us to do here?
You know, Robert, stretching, just stretching and moving and swimming, walking, walking, dancing, and chi movement, Tai Chi and Qigong are the best ways to get it.
Okay.
And it's not too much and it's not too little. It's you know, it's got everything you need for your mind, your muscles and body to work together, which keeps your longevity and your vitality. It's all about keeping your vitality youthful by being active and not getting stagnant and not sitting and staring into screens all day. That's really bad. I mean, I noticed a difference since I got off all the YouTube and stopped doing that and went back to my life. I feel like a complete different person. Way, yeah.
Well, and that's the thing. It's a balance, is it not? It's kind of a balance. You don't want to have too much of one and not enough of another, because, you know, obviously a lot of us have to have screen time. Either it's for work or it's for pleasure or it's for something. So, you know, I guess we have to all do it in our own little ways by figuring out what's best for us or how to limit it. Like you said, you were on it all the time and then you got off of it. How did that affect your life? I want, you know, because a lot of us, I know a lot of us are on it all the time.
People got addicted to it because it became available to us, and we became addicted to our devices, and we stopped doing what we used to do. If you go back to what we used to do, you'd be more active, because screen time makes us just sit. And there's some of it is good for educational reasons and for work, but there's people that are staring at their phone, carrying it around, poking at it. They're just, you know, they're addicted to it. You know, there's a difference between using it.
I've realized that myself. I know I've gotten addicted to sometimes. It's like, I want to pick up that phone and I just want to, you know, look and see, you know, who's playing and listen. And then I move on to the next and the next. And it's like, and then there's days I go ahead and I just put it down and I don't look at it. I, you know, try to look at it very little and try to have a phone break day, you know, a YouTube break day, a YouTube, you know, news break day. Just listen a little bit and then do other things, you know.
5 minutes a day is actually the healthiest. Any more than that can become unhealthy. And if you protect your eyes and, you know, you wear your shielded, you know, do some protection from the EMF, that helps too. But you know what I mean? Some people are just way addicted to their devices. There's people, when I was a spiritual therapist, I was counseling more people in divorces from their husbands being addicted to games, video games, gaming, and just, you know, it's caused a lot of problems. So it has a lot of good to it if you use it as a tool, an educational and a correspondence purpose. But if you know what I'm saying, I mean, there's it's some of it's just too much, you know. And,
oh yeah. Well, and that's exactly it. David, how much screen time a day do you get?
Probably a little bit too much.
Okay.
But some days, well, first of all, let me say, this is your own journey, and you got to make time to do the things that you love to do during this journey. You left yourself breadcrumbs to your yellow brick road on this journey. And if you're not doing the things that you love to do, then what's the point? Because you're missing out. And just doing the things or taking the time to do the things that you like to do in life. I mean, if it's an hour, if it's 30 minutes, take some time to build up your energy, and whatever that is probably different than what mine is. It's there's no right or wrong answer. So you got to make time to do the things that you like to do in life. Your vibration will automatically raise if you do that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
If you're not getting up in the morning and you're feeling like, all right, another day, then you're doing it wrong. You've got it all wrong. You've got to do things and make your ritual more fun in the morning. So you get up, you put in what you want to listen to, or you do what you immediately, and you get right in it and you get your energy going. And then, I mean, you don't wake up anymore and say, oh man, this is another Monday. I mean, you don't do that anymore. You got your energy going, you got it going in the right day, and you start looking forward to stuff.
That would be your chi, right, Sarah?
Yeah.
Well, you know, the thing that I didn't mention is we have biofields around us.
Okay.
And our biofields are like, we can, how do I want to put this? So our biofields can be programmed from other sources. If you listen to too much YouTube and other people's programming, you will develop that. And some of that programming isn't good for you. It'll confuse the mind. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So there's you got to watch out, because there's a lot of things that will program our mind in a negative way.
Yeah.
And mess with our biofields of our own perspective on things. Right. And our own knowledge of what is right. Because you know, you can listen to a lot of stuff on YouTube and you know, not our group or anything, but there's others, even rap and, you know, all this new music, some of it programming, some programming the words, you know, to some of that rap and stuff, that can mess up your chi too, because chi works through mental, physical, and spiritual dynamics of your thought process. So you got to watch out what you listen to and who you listen to too.
That's why we're listening to you tonight.
They call new thing, I call it trichnology, and Days of Noah has good podcasts, good videos on how trichnology of the new societies messing with the younger generation, and even any group with programming. So you got to watch out for the trichnology.
Trichnology, I like that. That's a good phrase, trichnology. Awesome. So you know, I like all this stuff. Teresa has asked a question about the Tai Chi and an alternative for those. Do you have any suggestions? Because I know we got a lot of people in our group here that have limitations, physical limitations. I mean, how can they go about strengthening their chi if they can't, do a lot of things? I mean, just raise their arms and do the breathing and stuff like that.
Qigong and Tai Chi to a lot of age groups, to seniors, with people with physical disabilities. I actually used Tai Chi to rehab from a car accident that I died in.
Oh,
I
wow.
couldn't even walk. I had to use a cane to walk. I had to crawl to use the bathroom, and Tai Chi rehabbed me. So if that doesn't answer the question, then, I mean, there's people in my class. My teacher here in Prescott, 78 years old, and he's teaching Tai Chi. And
Wow.
So what it does is it keeps you mentally alert. It keeps your brain active. Like anytime you have to memorize steps, Tai Chi, you have to memorize form. Qigong, there's forms you have to memorize. I mean, you still follow the teacher. In dancing, as long as you're learning steps, coordinating with your body and your breath, that is the healthiest thing you can do. So like swimming, you're moving in motion, using you have to use your brain to see where you're going. Anytime you're coordinating your brain, breath and body and movement is going to be really, really healthy. So you can do Tai Chi in a chair. You can do it if you're quadriplegic or, whatever. I mean, as long as because anytime you raise your arms, you're lengthening your spine and all your discs are separating. You're getting blood and oxygen moving from your heart to your brain. And that's what keeps your chi flowing. And then it goes through your organs and helps your digestion and your what do I want to say? Your metabolism. It sets your metabolism right as well.
I'm gonna start doing a lot of this.
Yeah, you can just sit and do this, and keep your elbows up. Don't let them relax. Keep them up. Yep. Reach for the sky. Elbows up, and then you exhale down, all the way down as far as you can go. And then you do that. And I mean, that's the first thing we do. Yeah.
But it's about the elbows then. Let's do it again. Everybody together. Up in the sky. Oh, no, not you. That's my dog. She's thinking I'm trying to do something with her. Up in the air. Let's do this.
Robert, reach.
Okay.
Reach, and then relax. And come down. Yep. And then bring your arms all the way down. You can't see, but I'm going if you're sitting on your chair, just go around your knees and down to your chair. And then you can, stretch this way. Stretch. Keep your head straight and just stretch your
head straight and turn.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
So
I got the headphones on, so it's kind of different, but I'm doing. Keep your head straight and turn.
Yep. And then, yep.
Okay.
And twist and look over your left shoulder.
Okay.
And twist over and look over your right shoulder.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
And then I call this play the accordion. And this movement will help expand and extract your lungs, to open your lungs and help you breathe. So you play the accordion, you just out and in.
You breathe at the same time, right?
You inhale out, use sticky energy though, sticky energy. Like your bubble gum, and you're separating, and then you exhale and come in. Just like you're playing the accordion. Out and in. Yep. And then you can go up, escalator, and down. So you're doing this. Up, down. Up, down. But you're breathing, inhale, exhale. Use with the breath, inhale, exhale. Inhale up. Try to do 7 seconds fast. Exhale down. Yeah. Yep.
I'm not a professional, but I think I could do this.
The eagle move is a good one too. If you come up and touch your hands together, your wrists over your head,
This.
and then reach up and fly down like an eagle. Bend your elbows a little bit. Yeah. So you start with your arms down.
Let's have my arms down. Okay.
Start with your arms down. And inhale. Exhale. Think of yourself as a beautiful angel in the sky, and you're expanding your wings like a big peacock. Expand your wings and let your energy go and exhale.
I feel
Relax.
better already. This is great. See, now I could do this. I could get used to doing this. This is awesome. I'm learning something. David, how do you feel about that? You feel like your chest just grew inside or something?
Absolutely.
I just feel like I got more energy already. You know, I mean, it's good. I don't know about people. Everybody in the chat room, how you doing? You doing your thing? Is it working out?
The deep breathing is great for you. Get all the oxygen moving around. It's awesome.
Yeah, I agree.
And Robert, use your breath with your movement. Long inhales. This will give you a really good set of lungs. It's like divers use this. I trained a lot of divers to get their lung capacity stronger. And you got to, bring this up with your inhalation. And it makes it smoother. Exhale, nice and smooth. Kind of feels good, doesn't it?
It does. It feels real good. Feels real good. How's everybody else out there doing? I hope they're all doing the same thing, because I think we could do this. See, this is good. It's going to help a lot of people. And look at how good I feel, and I'm just sitting. I haven't even gotten up yet. I mean, so if you're bound in your chair and you can't run around like a crazy man or a crazy woman, you can sit there and you can do these breathing things, right?
You know what, too? While you're on your devices and staring at your computer, every once in a while, every 15 minutes, do a little qigong breath.
Yes.
And it'll your energy and your chi stay balanced. And it'll give you some oxygen. Because the more oxygen you have in your system, the better you're going to feel, because oxygen's our life force. So when we get depleted of it, because we start breathing shallow and we sit too long and we don't move, and everything becomes stagnant. Our digestion slows down, everything slows down, our metabolism. So, just moving around, pretend you're a bird or an angel and just fly.
Nice.
And it's starting to get warm. So get out there with your shoes and take them off and get out with your bare foot on the ground. Get them out there. And it's getting warm now.
Do some grounding, some real grounding to the ground. Yes.
Absolutely.
Come and dig your feet into the sand and stand on petrified wood. Lean up against a tree. If you lean up against a tree like a big pine tree, and you shut your eyes, you can just feel the energy in that element will help you too. The elements, the water, the wood, all that, those elements help you a lot.
Yeah. I read a thing on trees. Who had posted it? That guy, Matthew LaCroix. He had a thing there. He posted, I don't know if anybody'd seen it because I follow him, on YouTube, but he had a thing about trees and how they give off organisms, and it's like if you're around trees and things, they could heal you, and they give off good energy. So there you go hug a tree. Remember, we talked about this. go hug a tree and ta-da.
Yeah, if you put plants in 5 plants in your house and they're in your bedroom and around where you sit, that'll put off oxygen too. And if you just go outside and do a jumping jack, that'll revive you. If you're sick, don't, if you're really fluish and can't move, if you just get up and walk, take a little walk and get some fresh air, it actually makes you feel better than just laying around. I'm sick. Just fight through it. Tell yourself, I don't want to be sick. I'm going to go get some fresh air and let your body have some fresh air.
Absolutely. Fresh, there's nothing like fresh air. I mean, we breathe this recirculated air in our houses so much. It's full of, chemicals from all the things we have, especially like if you people get new carpeting or something, that's just chemicals radiating off of there. I'd rather have 50-year-old carpeting,
You can get air humidifiers and air cleaners for your homes too, to keep oxygen and the molds and dust and allergies out of your house too. That kind of helps too, having those humidifiers and purifiers.
Yep, absolutely. See, here we go. I'm gonna share this photo. There's another one of you. See, you're out there. There's the trees. You're out in the thing, and you're doing your thing. And like I said, you're what is that? What?
That's called the snake creeps down. And so this here, the hand in the back is the snake tail. In the front, my fingers are the head. And I'm creeping down. It's called snake creep down. And you start standing and you come down low. And then your hand starts going back up and you go right up into their throat and in their jugular vein. Yeah, it takes a lot of flexibility to get that low, but yeah, the lower you can go, the stronger you are.
Okay, so what I kind of noticed that, like, okay, I know a lot of people aren't going to be able to do that, but this I think is all developed by doing some stretching, because if you don't stretch, you're never going to get to that point.
You know how we get like that? We do a lot of, you know what, you do really good, the best stance, it's called horse stance, Robert, and you ride horses, right?
Yes.
So stand in like you're riding a horse, and that's going to get you strongest. And you start out like maybe standing, and each day you go try to get a little bit lower and lower in your horse stance, and that's what's going to develop the quads, and that's what's going to get you to go low and keep you strong. You got to develop quads. If you develop your quads, it's going to take pressure off your low back, because a lot of people strain their back because their quads are too weak and their ankles are too weak. So that horse stance, that's what we use in training, and we stand and we hug a tree in horse stance for 3 minutes before each class in our training, and that's what gets you strong. And you can stance in your chair too. Just straddle your chair, put a little pressure on your heels, and hold your arms up like you're hugging a tree. Put a little pressure on your heels with your sitting, and that's going to help you out too. So I have all kinds of ways for people to do Tai Chi and Qigong, whether they're crippled in a wheelchair or, able-bodied, and so it's good for everyone. So even babies, when we're babies, we're doing Qigong, because you notice when babies are always moving around and kind of kicking and moving their arms, before they even walk, and they're crawling around, that's building up their strength. So yeah, and that pose there, I was in Bend, Oregon. I lived on the Deschutes River. That's called single whip. That's the single whip pose. So you're whipping around, you grab their arm and you pull. So one arm's pulling on them, the other one's blocking them. So that's called single whip. And that's a really good stance, because you're doing a lunge
Yeah.
Like you do yoga, and then you're holding your arms up, which is building all your lats and your shoulders and your arm muscles, and it develops just it's really fun exercise because you don't have to go to use a machine or a gym. You can do Tai Chi and Qigong anywhere. You don't need to pay for, a gym membership or anything to be able to do it. You can just do it anywhere. That's what I like about it.
Nice, nice. And see, that's the thing is, a lot of people don't get out and they can't afford. I mean, a lot of people are poor, face it. There's people out there and they are poor and they can't do this stuff. And by doing these few things, you can get yourself healthy, and it doesn't take a lot of money.
Oh,
because you don't need that fancy equipment. You don't need to build big giant muscles. You just need to breathe and eat better. I mean, how hard is it for people? Come on. You got the bag of Cheetos, and then you got a bag of broccoli or whatever, lettuce or something good. Which one your common sense tells you which one is better? Come on.
yeah.
An apple or apple flavored soda, huh? Come on. So see, this is where people take heed, learn a little bit, do some stuff, breathe in and out. I breathe in and out every day, and I bet you all do too. Right?
Yeah.
And if you're not, you're probably not long for this world. That's my fun for the day. Come on. I gotta have a little fun.
Can I say this? I wrote down in my notes, a healthy body brings a healthy mind, and a healthy mind brings a healthy body.
Mm-hmm.
All mind, body, and spirit. Got to keep happy, stay positive, breathe, stay calm, eat right, use your baking soda and your silver and all the good supplements that we have, that we don't have to take prescription pills to stay healthy. And it's all good.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
there's free Qigong. If you Google Qigong exercise on YouTube, there's all kinds of practitioners that have Qigong on YouTube. You can do it right at home. You don't have to pay for any classes. There's lots of good people out there doing stuff like that on YouTube, even Tai Chi and stuff. So
okay, with that said, I put your email in the description, Sarah. If they want, should they email you and ask you some questions? Would you be happy to answer and talk to these people about things?
Yes, I'd love
to. Good deal. So you see, everybody, now her email's down below. I think Teresa must have put it in here a little bit ago, or somebody did. And thank you very much for doing that. I can't remember. I was watching and it was there and it was gone. And usually it's Teresa. So if somebody else did it, thank you much. So anyway, I missed it. I was looking, sorry. I had my eyes off the road for a minute. But here's the thing. Email her, ask her some questions. I'm sure you guys will get together, and she's not going to bite. She's not mean and evil. As you can see, she's sweet Sarah, and she's going to give you all kinds of good information, and you're going to breathe in and out. How hard is that? It's not going to cost you anything. You're going to watch some videos, and you're going to be strengthened from the inside, from the outside, or the outside in. And right? Am I wrong?
Yeah,
you're right.
Absolutely. And I'm sure you would tell them all kinds of other stuff too that we haven't even touched on here today.
Yep.
Absolutely. David, do you have any other good questions here for us, for Sarah tonight?
No, I absolutely, though, recommend her because she's been through it before. She was in that accident. She had to retrain her body. So who better to help you train your body than somebody that's had to go for it by herself? She did it herself. So
that's why I have such a passion for it, Dave, because it helped me helped me tremendously. Now
Yeah.
look at me, gold medalist and a competitor. I mean, it's just it's a miracle thing. It's a miracle movement. It's wonderful. And everybody does it. The animals do it. If you notice, the animals are actually smarter than us. They stretch after they sleep. They all get up and they do like a down dog and an up dog move in yoga. They stretch. Humans, we're stupid. We don't stretch when we get up when we should. And that's just getting up and reaching up, head, shoulders, knees, and toes. I mean, simple as that.
Is that when you were talking about yoga? That was one of the questions. What that I had somewhere here that I wrote down. The difference between yoga and Tai Chi or all these other things.
Okay. Yoga is sitting. Well, you do poses, and it's actually can be very strenuous because you're just standing there holding these poses and actually constrain your joints if you're not athletic enough. But Tai Chi has all the yoga in it, but it moves and flows. Tai Chi is yoga in slow motion.
Okay.
We do the lunges, we do everything that yoga does, but we don't hold the pose. We use more mental and physical parts to it because we're having to think about the form and memorizing the form, which works your brain. Yoga just stands there in a pose versus Tai Chi is in motion, which takes more balance and strength and mental focus.
Okay.
Which yeah, they're both good. It all depends what you like, and what you want to do. So yoga strains a lot of my muscles because I have injuries, and it can be very straining and taxing on your body because you're just standing there straining you're standing there in a pose just holding it, and that can strain your knees and it can be straining if you're not strong internally. So
yeah.
But I call it Chinese gymnastics. Yoga, it's pretty, there's different versions of yoga too. Yoga flow and Kundalini yoga and Hatha yoga are the ones that I do and recommend. The other ones can be pretty strenuous. So yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because people get things like that confused, and they just
Yeah.
wanted to.
When I taught, my Tai Chi classes were double the size of the yoga. People enjoyed the Tai Chi more because they're getting to learn something and a routine, and they have to think and focus more about it, which I think is better. If we're having to focus and memorize something better, that adds more to your exercise than just standing there holding it and breathing. So,
Cool.
everybody and everybody has their own interest, so.
Well,
Some that run and like do yoga won't like Qigong or Tai Chi. Most of them won't even try it, but because they like what they do, because it takes a lot of effort to do Tai Chi and Qigong. It takes more energy and focus, but that's what I like. I like more. I like a challenge more than something simple. So everybody has their own way.
well, if nothing else, the thing is you got to put in some work to get anything out of it.
Yeah.
No. So anyway, our hour is up and gone already. I really appreciate, David, you have some wise words all the time for us. Yes. I tell you, it's when you just simplify it and make it good. I am so thankful you came on tonight.
Thank you very much, Robert V. Just remember, Chai's not going to chi itself.
Ah, yes, that's
I
true.
have a shirt that has my heel kick, that heel kick.
Yeah.
Feet turn into a trunk into roots like Dave's shirt.
Ah, there you go. There you go. Well, I tell you what, Sarah, thank you so much. I'm sure if people go out and do this, they'll get something out of it, because I tell you, I'm going to try this and I'm going to do the breathing for a while, and I'm going to get back to you and let you know how it's going. And Mary Wynn says, love yourself. She says and I agree with that. Love yourself, do the things, get something out of it, contact Sarah. She'll help you through it. We're all good, right?
Well, Robert, you can just Zoom me in and we can do a routine together if you want anytime.
Absolutely.
Dave, we can have I can have a Zoom class for the Soul Tribe group if you want. I mean,
that would be really cool. That would be really cool. One of the,
for the show or something, or
absolutely. Absolutely. We are going to get to that. And I think that would be a big hit because I think people want to do that. Besides, a lot of us can't get out of our houses nowadays, or summer's coming. You could go outside, like David says, put your feet in the sand, do a pose, do the breathing, fresh air. You're going to be a new person. Guarantee it.
Wait till you come and see me, Robert, and we go to Sedona. There's people all over the rocks doing poses and Tai Chi and yoga.
Oh, yeah. That's right. It'll be.
Yeah.
If you've never experienced this before either, you should try it. Don't be ever afraid to try a new experience, because there's a lot of people that really love and get into Tai Chi. It's really, really cool. This might be something that you resonate with.
Yeah.
You won't know it until you try it.
Try it.
Absolutely. Give it a shot. And don't just say, I breathe in and out. I do that all the time. I didn't feel nothing. I ain't gonna do it. No, turn the TV off, do some breathing, 5 minutes, and then see what happens.
And if you're watching TV, do your Qigong during the commercial breaks if you don't have a VCR to, fast forward through the commercials.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You didn't come here to experience Jerry Springer. Get outside more.
Yeah. Exactly. Or beyond Jerry Springer. We want to all love each other and spread the love and raise our vibration and our frequency so that we can influence others to do the same and become better people.
Brian's probably watching us going, yahoo, loving this stuff.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, he's shining on from up above saying,
yeah.
And like Brian always said, we gotta go now. So anyway, like Brian always said, be the frequency you want to receive. Love you all.
Bye.
See you soon.